just received a birthday present. This is something that hasn't been made since 1997. Hero Quest. It's like a scaled down version of Warhammer. Nowhere near as involved, doesn't take anywhere near as long to play, but a lot of stuff is very, very similar. Alright, now you might see this skip around a bit as I pause the screen to unbox things, okay? This is all brand new. Okay, inside we have, this is the main pack. You can play it all just with this one box. You don't need these two. These are expansion packs to make this game just bigger, as in put more stuff on the board if you want. It's got more quests inside it. You got the game board. This is what the game board looks like. It's fairly decent. It'll take up a fair chunk of the table, but it's not too big. It's about twice the size of a normal game board. So that's amazing. And inside these, we have one pack of figures and one pack of furniture. So check this out. Bingo, look at that. So all this stuff goes on the board. So it's like in a room, standing up next to the wall, you know. It's a little bit bent. I should be able to adjust all that as we're playing with it. That's just on the table, on the board. Different things in the room. These are your characters, these red ones. I've made them that colour so you can see them in amongst everything else on the board. Obviously, I am going to paint all these. They reckon that these are modernised versions of what the old game was back from the 80s and 90s. So since 80, like it was invented in 1980 or something like that, they stopped making it in 97. But this was all from Warhammer. The game Warhammer was around back then. So they invented this game out of it and used a lot of the figures from Warhammer for this game. So consequently, they decided to modernise this set, and they've slightly changed tiny little details and stuff. So this is like a modern version of the Barbarian back then. And for example, everything looks very similar. They're very, very close to what they used to be, but they are a little bit different. So it's like an orc warrior woman they've included in the set. So even the hammer's different. It's the weapon she's holding. They didn't have females in the set back then. It was just all males. A lot of things looked very similar, like the skeletons. The mummies look nearly identical to the old set, but they are a tiny little bit different, just in small details in the way it's been detailed itself. Very close to what the old set was, just a modern version. And for example, they've got stuff like this. He was never in the set before. I think they're supposed to be the orc commanders they had. They've now changed them to some sort of like death dealer type dude. And I've got a whole bunch of them. The gargoyle from the old set, the big monster. This is the main beast you got to fight in the game. For the main game, is a little bit different. You can see, it's just a modern uptake on everything. Just looks like it's been drawn modern and made modern. You know, like the old one was a little bit older looking in style. And yeah, like the expansion packs, they're completely different. I'll show you. Keller's Keep, for example. They're very much the same, and I think all the quests are the same. They might have been revamped, I'm not sure, because some of the monsters in this set are completely different. You're about to find out. Check this out. So everything looks the same so far. That's the normal plate you put in the middle of the game for Witchlord. That's where his little chamber is. So everything looks very similar. And these zombies and stuff, these monsters are very much the same. but it wants to focus. See, even the skeleton looks way different to what he used to. He's got armor on him now. He's got a different weapon and a different style of skeleton. So that's the skeleton warrior they've got now. And you saw the mummies before, and these as well are different. Focus, please. Oh my god, this is silly. Technology these days is ridiculous, I swear to god. Now it's not focusing. There we see Keller's Keep. Now check these monsters out. These are completely different from what was ever in the set. Everything else is a modern up version, except for the female characters they've added, and these are completely new. I've made Keller's Keep about these fish monsters now. In the old set, it used to be creatures that came directly from Warhammer, and they were like a water orc, like a fish orc. They didn't look like a fish. They would it's hard to explain. They didn't look like a fish at all. They looked like an orc, but they looked like a lizard crossed orc sort of thing. These are completely different fishmen. Everything about it's different. So maybe this set will have different quests in it. I'm not exactly sure. Might have different games, because I doubt it. I doubt they would have done that. I reckon they've just revamped the set and made things modern. Yeah, cool. New version of Heroes Quest. So a fun hour worth of gameplay right there, and many hours worth of individual quests. Lots of books. 3 books of quests, plus the main one. Everything's pretty much the same. All the game board pieces are pretty much the same. It's just a modernization of a game that was last made. Oh, come on, please focus. Modern version of the game, slightly modern characters. See, his staff is different from the old wizard. He's had a stick before. This time he's got a little moon on it. It looks cool. I like it.